You want to help someone you love. For drug versus alcohol addiction, the intervention path is not the same. In California, a new law allows involuntary commitment, blurring the line between a plea for help and a legal mandate. This is no longer just for chronic alcoholism. The definition of gravely disabled now includes severe drug addiction. This legal shift is just the beginning. The strategies, the science, and the road to recovery all have major differences. We will break down the key intervention models, the legal realities in California, and what science says actually works. So, why are these distinctions so important? It starts with seeing addiction not as a moral failing, but as a recognized medical condition. Like other chronic diseases, substance use disorders have a high relapse rate of 40 to 60%, making the right approach vital. Because addiction is a complex disease, there's no single solution. The classic confrontational TV style is just one of several models. First, the Johnson model, a surprise confrontation. The goal is to break through denial, but it risks creating intense defensiveness. Next, the invitation model. No surprises. The person is invited to a meeting, making them more open to listening in a less hostile space. Other methods, like the systemic model, treat addiction as a family issue. Motivational interviewing uses empathy to inspire change. Why so many models? Because addiction fundamentally alters brain chemistry, affecting the brain's reward, stress, and self-control circuits. The specific impact varies. Alcohol is a widespread depressant on the nervous system. Opioids target specific receptors, creating intense physical dependence. These profound brain changes are why relapse rates are so high. The brain is fighting to return to a state of dependence. Sustained support is non-negotiable. Knowing the science is one thing, but how do these differences play out in California? The most common intersection is on the road: DUIs. Given high relapse rates, hope can feel distant. But after a point in recovery, that risk drops dramatically. What is that turning point? In California, an alcohol DUI is proven with a breath or blood test showing your BAC. For drugs, there is often no simple roadside test. For a suspected drug DUI, officers rely on observed impairment. They may call a drug recognition expert, a specialist trained in a 12-step evaluation. This makes drug DUI cases more subjective. Evidence is behavior and expert opinion, not a number from a machine. It reflects the difficulty of quantifying drug use. Beyond DUIs, California law offers job protections. Employers with 25 or more workers must give reasonable accommodations for those entering rehab. So we have laws for consequences and laws for support. But what does the recovery process actually look like? The answer may surprise you. While formal treatment is often necessary, it is not the only path. A major survey found over half of people in recovery did so without formal treatment. This doesn't mean just stopping is easy. It means internal motivation and strong support systems can be powerful drivers of change. This is where family becomes central. Family dynamics can either fuel addiction or be the foundation of recovery. Dysfunctional roles can drive substance use. This is why choosing the right intervention model, which we covered earlier, is so vital. A confrontational model may backfire where a family-focused one could heal. We've seen the laws, the models, and the reality of recovery. So when formal treatment is needed, what gives someone the best chance of success? Remember our question about when relapse risk plummets? Research shows after 5 years of continuous recovery, the risk drops below 15%. A clear goal to aim for. The single most important factor for improving those odds is the length of treatment. Studies show at least 90 days are needed for a better chance at long-term sobriety. For opioid or alcohol use, medication-assisted treatment is a top tool. It uses meds to reduce cravings and can cut the risk of death for opioid users by half. Now connect the dots. California's SB 43 is not just punitive. It is a legal tool that accepts a scientific reality. Addiction may require 90+ days of care. So, what did we learn? First, the difference is legal. From the subjectivity of a drug DUI to the power of SB 43, the law uses different tools. Second, the difference is strategic. The grip of different substances means your intervention approach must be adjusted. Confrontation versus family systems. And third, the recovery path is different. The availability of powerful tools like MAT for opioids and alcohol changes what is possible in treatment. For families in California, this knowledge is power. It moves you from desperation to strategy. You can advocate effectively for your loved one. An intervention is a major step and should not be done alone. Consult a professional who knows California's unique legal and medical system to build the best plan.